Hey my fellow ink drinkers, welcome to Dark Violet Dreams, where I share my love of books, movies, and other deliciously dark delights. Today, we are starting over. I started a reading blog a few weeks ago and changed my mind and then changed my mind again. So we're starting over. Life has been hectic. Life has been really messing with my head as of late. I don't know if any of you can relate, but it's been weird and hard and busy. So anyway, I've been reading A Reign of Vipers by Billy Ray Middleton Jr. I stopped for a little bit because of the life stuff going on, and I was reading some arcs and working on some things for some friends and things like that. So I just kind of took a little bit of a breather, not because I was not enjoying this book, because this book is amazing. I am loving it. Total Game of Thrones vibes. Classic Billy voice, but it's a completely different genre than he has written before, and I'm loving it. So if you are into like darker fantasy type books, I highly recommend checking it out. Even if you're not really into fantasy, I think this would be a lot of fun for people that don't typically dip their toes into that genre. Let me see how far into it I am. I forget. According to my Kindle, I am 65% through. I've got like 4 hours left. I'm a slow reader, so that might not mean anything to some of you. So I will be diving back into that after I finish up one little kind of, not editing project, just kind of putting my eyes on something real quick. And I've got probably a good half hour to an hour left in that. So after I finish that, I will dive back into A Reign of Vipers, and I am so excited to do that. I like to get lost in these worlds, and sometimes it's nice to get lost in a world that is nothing like your own, so you can just completely disengage from everything going on. And while life feels much better than it has been the past few weeks, you know, it's still good to escape. I've done a lot the past couple days, just trying to get my house in order, you know, mentally preparing for a new school week. Today is Sunday, and just doing all the mom things, you know, and focusing on that, and really just, you know, kind of hanging with the kids and doing things that I can do with them. And so today I'm just taking some time for me and doing some things that feed my soul. Also, today is the 15th, I believe, and Halloween-a-thon is coming up starting the 22nd. Super excited about that. Of course, I am going to make it all about the things that we can do as a family, and just really celebrate spooky season together. As a homeschooling mom of many, I'm always around my kids, and so why not bring them into the mix and just make this a fun event for all of us. And of course, I'm going to break away when I can. We now have a TV in our room. I believe I recorded a whole bit about turning my office into a bedroom, and I'm not sure if that went up or if that was part of the vlog here that I deleted. So anyway, yeah, so now I'm here in my bedroom instead of my office, and it's working out really well. I like having the bed in here. I like looking at my shelves as I fall asleep at night. I like having a TV to kind of watch movies. I've mostly watched with one of my older grown kids, you know, kind of the movies that might be too scary for the younger kids to walk into the living room and witness, you know. So we've been enjoying that, and it's just really nice to kind of make this more of a cozy space. It was cozy before, but it just feels like really great now.
What's everyone doing? I did not read. Like I said, I just decorated this top thing like for a whole hour. I like did different iterations and
check-in. I am on chapter 63, 80% through A Reign of Vipers, and I am loving it. There are so many characters that are lovable and that I am rooting for. There are some characters that I absolutely despise. So I think that kind of combination makes for a great read. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of mystery. There's some spice. There are multiple storylines happening, but I feel them all working together to create one amazing story. So I am super excited to finish this. I hope to finish tonight after dinner, but I do have to get going with dinner soon. We finished school at a decent time today, so I was able to read a little bit, and I really want to finish because it's so good. I also prepped a little bit for Halloween-a-thon. Now, I approach these reading and watching events slightly differently than most people that I've seen. I like to use what I have or what I have free access to. So what I did was look through the recommendations by the hosts and helpers, and any books that were available on Kindle Unlimited or my shelves were highlighted, as well as any movies that were available on the streaming services I have. There are a lot of movies in this event, quite a few anyway, that are available on Tubi and Prime, and I think there were one or two that were on Disney. I could be wrong, but there were quite a few that I recently watched as well that I'm probably not going to rewatch, but we will see. So I have a couple of books on my shelves that were recommendations by some awesome creators here. Don't Call It All and The Halloween Tree. So I have read both of those, and both are great books to reread during the Halloween season. So I might reread those with my kids or just on my own, depending on what they're interested in diving into. So again, I am taking part in this, keeping in mind that I'd like to do most of the activities with my kids, make it kind of a family event. And so I'm excited about that, but I like to save money and I like to make things easy on myself. So I've got those recommendations highlighted that are available to me and my family, and kind of going to just ignore the rest because I don't want to put money into this when I need to be putting money into other things. Mom life. I'm also just going to kind of wing it. So if I come across a prompt that fits any books that I may have on the shelves or in my Kindle or on Kindle Unlimited, I will go for those and just kind of take it one roll of the dice at a time. So as you can see, I printed off all the printables, put them in a really janky binder that I have. I replaced the old school April printables with the Halloween-a-thon printables, and am reusing a binder even though it has seen better days. So that's just kind of my approach to these things. If I can save money by just either settling for what I have or seeking out free to me options, then I'm gonna do it. So I just want to encourage you, if you feel a little bit intimidated or some sort of way about these events that makes you feel like you can't participate because you're on a budget or anything like that, don't worry. I'm on a really tight budget myself, and I do the best that I can while making it as fun as possible for either myself or my family as well, if they're participating. So these are definitely doable. I want to thank Kelsey for creating this event and all the co-hosts and helpers. I will link Kelsey's channel as well as the Halloween-a-thon Instagram below if you're interested in looking into it more, if you haven't come across information on this particular event. And while I would love to tag every single one of the helpers and co-hosts, I don't want to bombard them with tags because I will be doing some reading vlogs during the event that starts in less than a week. Starts on Sunday. Today is Tuesday, so I'm super excited. I'm about to go make some honey mustard, Munster cheese, and turkey sliders that you pop in the oven. So good. And We'll see how much more of this book I can get into this evening. I'm hoping to finish, but if I don't, definitely tomorrow morning before the kids get up and we start our school day all over again. So I'll see you when I'm done. Finally finished A Reign of Vipers, and of course the dinner alarm just went off. I need to start dinner for my family, so I will either review it tonight or tomorrow. We shall see. A magnificent tale. I am in awe of Billy Ray Middleton's ability to weave so many details into one story, connecting each part so perfectly one can't help but audibly react to the reveals. You'll hear it time and again that this story offers Game of Thrones vibes, and I agree wholeheartedly while enthusiastically pointing out the unique elements included in this epic storyline. I'm eager to read the second book in this series. We were left asking questions, and I demand answers. So grateful to have met these characters and walked through their adventures with them. There is humor and heartbreak, action and introspection, spice and battles, love and hate, and so much more etched into this brilliant narrative. Highly recommend. 5 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much for hanging out with me as I explored this new world that Billy Ray Middleton Jr. created. I am super excited to read the second book whenever it comes out, hopefully next year, and I'd love to hear from you if you get a chance to read it. Let me know your thoughts, because I'd love to discuss details with you. I am currently reading The Year of Sin and Smoke, and I am loving it already. It's so beautifully written that my mind's just blown. So I will be sharing my thoughts after I read that one, and be sure to look for my Halloween-a-thon videos coming up soon. Don't forget to subscribe to Kelsey's channel and check out any channels that I discussed or highlighted in some sort of way down in the description box. Thanks again for hanging out, and I hope you have an amazing day or night. Cheers!